let's do Round Rule Cruci 20 with all starting class relics. Now the fun thing about doing it on Round Rule is it's significantly easier for me to find debuff stuff. So I've got the grubby gloves to start off with. Let's try and find some more stuff. Spicy map. Looks like triple elite, which I'll happily go with. I've got to change my targeting for the first shot, so that's mildly unfortunate, but the good thing about the bat against the Paladin starting relic, is the fact that they don't actually get the chance to heal, which sometimes that is absolutely crucial. And here it's just neat. It's just a nice little improvement. Very perfect. Getting transparency with grubby gloves is extremely nice. It may not be the previous version of grubby gloves, that one was extremely beautiful, but a solid plus 10 damage per turn is like, it's fine. Nothing too crazy, but it adds up over time. And the main thing about it is it especially adds up over time if you can actually land some infection like we just did. That's a Toil and Trouble. Last time I checked, Toil and Trouble was pretty cool. I just need to line that up on Mole and then we're good to go. Should tear through his health. As well as that, should also just take care of any elite I want taken care of. Oh my. Seems like I'll get the debuff stuff I'm asking for, doesn't it? I've already got Froggo Amulet for sure. I think I'll go Froggo. I really don't need any of them though. Growlings, whatever, I just don't think I'm pressing the button. Alright, I am going to that store early on anyway. I just wanted all the lovely question marks. But yeah, the fact that I've already got a starting debuff relic, which is baseline the best thing I can get, into an immediate like pincer mover as well, like, wow. Kinda crazy. Doubling my debuffs is really good and there are a lot of enemies that won't appreciate that. Including the ones I'm currently fighting. I'm basically unnerfing my grubby gloves, right? I would kind of love to take this go for the Icircle. It just leaves with no gold for the store, but yeah, maybe that would be fine. I guess I don't need to go to the store. 15 gold. Can I even collect enough gold? I don't know if I can. Only one way to know for sure. Oh, that's not even a kill down. Okay, why does he get the attack on me there? Aren't these enemies supposed to move to get the attack? I don't know. I need to reread the patch notes apparently. But that's how I read it as. Boom. Neat enough. So where's my lovely crit? Didn't need the crit, but I wanted the crit. And goodbye. Yeah, it didn't seem like I could really get there. Maybe it's worth going anyway for like the remove and stuff. I can get to 40 gold. But I don't think I'll try that. Not much point after all. And I made the correct call apparently. So how do I do this? Oh my god, I actually got it. Awesome. I mean, that first shot just made so much. Like, I just didn't know how to pull off the PS effect of the Icircle there, but that worked extremely well. Extremely well. And now they just fall apart, really. They will succumb to this infection soon enough. 62, I'll get some upgrades on the Toil and Trouble, I guess. Since I'm not really worried about my AoE powers all that much. But I do want to make sure that there are some enemies that I'm killing fast enough. Because the problem with Toil and Trouble is how often you can shoot it. Beluga boots, for sure, yes. Sounds good. Trying to do debuff stuff, not crit stuff, so is it as insane as the other relics are, I think that that's definitely just the choice. And what I mean by that specifically is if Toil and Trouble is like the last orb in my deck, which it's not particularly here, but if it is, I need to make sure it's applying enough Spinfection that it's not significantly destroying my health pool. Because otherwise that'll just be extremely unhealthy for me. That's a whole lot of Spinfection. That is a pretty funny amount of Spinfection. Not much you can do about that. Great to see, to be honest. I could go to that other store, to be honest. I kind of have the gold for it. Oh my god. But if these elites are just going to keep handing me these relics on a silver platter, then I've just got to keep going. Lucky Penny, Critical Equilibrium. I mean, one is clearly better than the other, right? I very much plan on using my crits this run. I know that might come as a shock. But especially since I want to get the lovely... I don't even remember what it's called. What is it called? When you crit apply a debuff to the target enemy. That's fine. I should easily get a crit here. Not that I can ever particularly use it, but also I don't really need to use it all that much because it's just... Oh, come on, why'd you target the bat? That was so funny though. It's a fun old... I realistically do not need my health. Don't particularly care about it. I do care about my gold though, so I'm trying to grab just a tiny bit more. Oh, that's just a bit annoying though. Why do you have to target the bat there, eh? Yeah, the problem is I'm trying to do debuff stuff, not snowball stuff. I will do that upgrade. Technically, I do want it level 3 for Area 2, so that's actually a pretty big deal. Okay. This is very much a map where I wanted to get my Go for the Icicle early, and I got my Go for the Icicle early. Good stuff. Just want to leave my pigs open. And then hit a crit. Well, luckily, I got given a pretty amazing shot. The best part about that is... oh, damn it. I was really hoping this Perfection could get the final kills, but whatever. Holy. There's just so much Perfection now. This is just crazy. Watch me hit a status symbol as well, just to top things off, probably. It's actually just crazy, isn't it? Last reacting. Yeah. You know, if I hit the right stuff, I really could get 99 Evolution as well. That would be really sick. Get out of here fast, please. Oh, the bramble! That's fun. Oh, not quite. I think that... I'll just do this anyway. Oh, you know what? Can't really do that anyway, but that does bounce onto the crit, so I'm definitely shooting that. Yeah, super worth it, I was correct. What do we got? That? Sure. That works. There's just so much Perfection flying about, it's just great. It really is. Oh well, okay. Do not mind if I do. My ball lighting looked like a debuff orb to me for a second. You could argue that it's a debuff orb if you hit the when you crit apply a random debuff, and you have a whole bunch of crits on the board, which honestly, it's not that hard to do. Plus 19 gold for the first shot, not bad. Significantly less on the second shot, plus 10. Still though, for an elite fight, you would be very happy with that amount. Holy. I thought I was going to kill him with Spinfection for that fight, but apparently that wasn't needed. I will buy the double-double. I'm actually going to never upgrade it though. Here's Backpack, Persist. I'll take Persist and we'll just force stores from now on. How about that? Because I've got a lot of removes I need, but once I do, my deck is looking pretty cool. And also, like, you know, I don't really want to reload just yet. Do I get anything for killing Tree? Unfortunately, no. This is just not even fair. It really isn't. I mean, obviously I should just shoot the double-double there, like, yeah. It's just not even fair. No way. The fact that I have Lucky Penny as well is like, what? Back-to-back insane runs, like, actually just fully insane. Let's prioritize question marks, try and get as many removes as possible, but I have debuff stuff, very simply. I have debuff stuff. This is just crazy. We'll go left though. 1 question mark versus 3, but I kind of really like the idea of that elite. Unfortunately, the stores aren't any here, but that's just fine. Didn't really care about my earlier shots. Now I just get it. Oh my god, it's just so crazy. Yeah, okay, this certainly is something. The fact that I actually, like, I've hit just everything. Just simply. I hit Pincer Maneuver, I hit Mask of Sorrow, and I hit Status Symbol, and I've barely gotten out of Area 1. Like, that's just crazy. Speaking of just crazy, guy spawns really early in this fight. I didn't realize just how early he spawned. Is there any elite we have a bad time into? I mean, not really, right? The 3 single target enemies get outscared, so I guess it's just the ones that are left. That is so funny. I mean, I'll probably lose some health in that fight, right, if I do get it? Not much, though. Imagine I can get what's it called? Debuff Distractor? Yeah, that's what it's called, right? I don't know why decoy keep popping into my head. I guess this is the best target, isn't it? Can you hit a crit? I don't know. We will have to see, I guess. That was the best target. Should be fine. Unfortunately, you move. Oh, you missed the bomb. That's fine. I didn't need it, apparently. But you lived. I guess you did. Oh, particularly care. Oh, right, it's the last enemy as well. Obviously. So how much blind is this? Okay, that's actually not that much at all. Seriously, not that much. I'm shocked about that, to be honest. Guess it is only 6, wow. It's a really small amount. Felt like it would be tons, but no. I guess I am pretty used to the Darkness of Turbo. Because they had to give the Darkness of Turbo so much blind when you... I am a big fan of playing on hard mode. I don't have any healing, my bulk is actually pretty poor. But you know what, let's just play on hard mode. I'm still allowed to increase my max HP, to be clear. But, you know, this is definitely a bit spicy. Definitely a bit on the spicy side. But, I mean, I think this fight proves exactly why I'm not particularly scared. Like, I think I'll be perfectly fine. I'm fighting crossbow, though, like, just pointing out, like, it really is pretty... Oh, I get double shielding as well. That's impressive. Something I should probably do is pick up an extra ordinary as well. Maybe. Oh, I'm just going to do that. Yeah. I'm doing that. You see, there's what I should do and there's what I wanted to do. And yeah, they changed. If I took Sash, though, I'd just be in such a good spot because currently I feel like I'm going to die to bombs in Area 3. I think that's just very hard for me to stop, especially if I ignore that Sash. Especially since I'm also ignoring the shock absorbers that I'm seeing. Those are a great way not to die to bombs in Area 3. But like, man, I just can't turn down with more debuff stuff. The problem is I like using Spinfection to kill. That was the reason why I didn't want to take it. But, you know, debuff stuff is debuff stuff. As far as the Spinfection nonsense is, I'll happily play with some other nonsense as well. Yeah, 20 starting shielding though. Unfortunately, that's due to my starting orbs in my deck rather than my starting normal damage because I don't have any normal damage. But it is still doubled, so if I can get an extra ordinary with good crit damage, that would actually solve the issue. Because as long as I'm starting to fight with a lot of shielding... Oh, slightly too late. Damn. Sorry, slightly too early. God, imagine I also get like your bomb supply debuffs. That would be pretty sick. Really damn sick. Yeah, my timing is slightly incorrect. That's fine. Then Spinfection on you. That's fine. Look, I literally don't even need to hit anything on the map. And I still just get a perfectly fine amount of Spinfection with my Toil and Trouble. I pressed the wrong button. I went to shoot and then I pressed the fast forward again button instead of the shoot button. Oh, that's fine. Boom. Oh! Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. I thought the go for the Icircle shot even if it didn't deal damage. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. It's actually good to know. Since there are some fights where it definitely would have mattered. But definitely the fact that I doubled my deck is catching up with me now, around about now. Oh, good bombs. I really want to force a heal from this mage early on. I think that's pretty important. Having double pegs on this map is so funny. Let's try... Wait, isn't... Can't you loop with Delpigs on this map? Hold on. I want to go for that shot. Isn't there something cool you can do like this? No, I don't get stuck there. Okay. I think there is, but not with that setup apparently. I should just do this though. This is definitely the correct line of play to take. Oh my god. I thought that you would go both ways. The fact that it keeps auto-locking onto flying enemies for the other side of the ghostly icicle is really unfortunate. Actually, really, really good for my game plan. It's just, a lot of the time, it's just not doing what I want. Which is not ideal. You're still on 20 health, pal. Why didn't you heal? Crossbow hits for how hard? I'll be fine. Spinning bank? I do love a good spinning bank. I'll be perfectly fine, surely. Well, I actually have starting shooting, so I will be perfectly fine. It's just a question of, will I be fine after that point? So I will actually pick up an All of Nothing, purely for... Sorry, what the opposite of All of Nothing? Didn't I say the name earlier? I don't remember if I did or not. Distraction Reaction, I do want that. But first things first, let's remove that pebble. Am I going to buy the basic blade? No, I'm not going to buy the basic blade, it just ain't worth it. No, I will buy though that. Absolutely. It's tempting. Don't think I will though. What is the opposite All of Nothing called? I cannot remember for the life of me for some reason. I mean, it's definitely just this. Seems pretty nice. What is it called? It'll come to me soon. Hopefully the orb does come to me as well, because I really would like the orb. I want my starting shielding after all. Oh, that was a really good shot. I'm so pleased that hit the crit. I was waiting for it and then and it actually worked. Alright, great stuff. So I have a lot of gold left over. Kind of a shame that I didn't get like a removal here. That would have been really sick. The upgrade is really good. Not necessarily something I need in the upcoming fight though, so I can withhold. Alright. Because like we are really, really strong, don't get me wrong. It's just halving my max HP was incredibly, incredibly troll. 40 starting Delusion. That symbol is crazy, man. It's just crazy. Oh, you know what else is crazy? That hit. Oof. That hurts. Good news is, my Delusion's at 100 and it's only going up. This is really interesting though. I'm not a fan of you. Go away. Definitely not a big fan of them. Oh, I missed the crit. Oh, that's actually a massive deal. I might actually lose this now. So what's the best way to go about this? Something like this, I guess? Well, I don't have any blind either, that's also unfortunate. 104 Delusion, good stuff. I need my crit hits. Urgent. Not as urgent as hitting this bomb though. Oh, that sucks. I mean, that just simply hits a crit? Yeah, perfect. Good. Like, as long as I hit one crit with this orb, I should be good. I should be really good. Perfect. Oh! It was actually a spicy fight though, for sure. Definitely something I had to be worried about, because with having my max HP, it made me very, very vulnerable to a crossbow hit. Good news is, oh my god, I'm barely even at full health. That's actually hilarious to be honest. I'm barely at full health. Constricting Chains, Deep Fresh Potion, Focus Blast, Heavy Hand. Heavy Hand, Focus Blast, Deep Fresh Potion. What is it I'm looking... Interestingly enough, I'm actually looking for this. So what this does is it makes it very easy for me to aim directly at my crits, and I didn't actually need my refresh on the board. Oh, that's cool. That's not something you get every day, that's for sure. I love just the classic 2020 starter. Good stuff. I honestly don't want you to hit a crit. Yeah, I just want you to get me some gold. Good enough for me. I do not want another go for the Icircle. I do want double store. Double elite is probably going to get me killed, and I'm all for it. If you can get me killed, go on. Try. Oh, okay. Wow. The first time I spotted healing, but I have to take that. There simply is not an option. That is a very nice amount of Delusion for me. And now we're at 40-20. I feel like we should be higher, but whatever. Okay, having Morbid on this map is very interesting. Specifically, no refreshes and Morbid. Oh, Okay, so you never get to move. That's cool. Very nice. Oh yeah, the 999 pollution is definitely possible. Definitely possible, and not only is it possible, but actually, the reason why it's going to actually still be pretty hard to do is because I'm just too good at killing my enemies. Like, I'm not going to have the time to get there because my infection powers are just too good. It's a very funny dilemma to have. Alright, so I'm paying attention to if the orb shows up or not. Because I'm pretty sure I don't actually have any crit boosts. Any real crit boosts yet. I do have some crit boosts. That's great and all, but unfortunately most of my scaling just comes from the Bodhi Dagger. Which is really good scaling, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't help with my starting shielding. Which is the one thing I care about. So realistically I shouldn't actually pick up the orb if I see it. Like, I just take a... Not really, actually. Good stuff. The great thing about Cordon Bubble is how it doesn't interact with mirrors and it doesn't need to deal damage to get this infection. The only unfortunate thing about Cordon Bubble, which I feel like has been happening far too often to me recently for my liking, is it actually just doesn't work with Pincer Maneuver straight up. Which is a very fine price to pay. It's a pretty damn amazing orb. It's just definitely slightly unfortunate because, well, let's just say it would be extremely nice if it did. Extremely nice. I do just want to go to as many question marks as possible here, specifically for, I mean elites as well I guess, but specifically for removes. Okay, crits also refresh the board. Last time I checked, refreshing the board is a good idea, but then I kind of found this bag of orange pegs right here, so it makes me question things yet again. I think it is just a better idea for me to take this bag of orange pegs though. Stacking multipliers on top of explodable is a very good idea. Oh man. This is some very spicy stuff. I've got to do this. Full stop. Now my deck is very manageable. Absolutely going to do that. Absolutely going to do that. And I've absolutely got to add this crit to the board, don't I? I absolutely can't add to the crit to the board though because I need to buy the other removal. Which sucks because I also want House of Slime. Like, that was just a very nice all around. Not necessary passives, necessarily, but very nice to have. Molten Gold. I'm going to take Super Boots just because there are some elites that I just can't afford to take without having healing, and Super Boots is healing. Interesting. I have 0 upgrades I want in this deck, so I'll just pick up this just in case I somehow find another orb that I want. It's very unlikely, but it's pretty nice. Steady Scope. Just guaranteed crits. It would be great, but unfortunately I kind of have this passive called Persist. And Persist really wants you to have a very good orbs to shoot, and unfortunately I have some very bad orbs to shoot. In fact, a lot of these are very bad orbs. Oh well, but holy man. Getting that Sand Arrows hit was actually really good. I'm finding squares though, so debuffs are... Depends on the debuff. Oh man, I've got so much. Ooh, hold up. How much do you go to here? Wait, that was the pebble? I thought I discarded. Ah, I see. I discarded, but only discarding once it doesn't do it. Still should be fine here. So much illusion though. 512? I mean, it's pretty good. Unfortunately, pretty good isn't good enough, eh? Alright, that was a good fight. Oh no, I lost 1 health. However will I live? Pumpkin Pie? Power Glove gives me nothing. Okay, Pumpkin Pie it is. Pumpkin Pie, oh, Super Boots. Pumpkin Pie plus Morbid plus Bag of Orange Pegs is actually kind of crazy. And frankly, having no refreshes on this board right now is actually just a really good idea. Look man, you're just going to get 1 Bramble and then this fight's just going to be over. It's simple as that. Also, it doesn't actually need to get to that point because because Infection exists, and unfortunately I am quadrupling my Infection whenever I shoot. The double that is. Which is pretty good. Pretty handy. I actually got it. It's a shame I don't have bomb combo stuff to go along with it, but Blind is actually super valuable in this upcoming boss fight. Hang on, chat. Don't mind if I do. Literally, that was the first bomb relic I picked all run though. Kind of hilarious. Alright, so, I got the number 1 orb I needed for this fight. Well, okay. I love how I thought this fight was actually going to be at least like mildly difficult, but then I just got the Cauldron Bubble straight up. And that just gives me the win. Like, there's just nothing they can do to this. Big shame that I didn't get guaranteed crit stuff though. That would have been really handy. but like I just have too much illusion each shot. The blind is now scaling, and the fact that I also lined up this spinfection nonsense is pretty crazy. Now you've got 66, and then I'll double it once, and then I'll double it again, and then you'll inherit debuffs, and yeah, a bit too much for them to deal with, unfortunately. Well, if I didn't even upgrade that orb, and yet it just nukes them. Actually, that's the reason why I didn't upgrade it. It would do too much damage. I've actually got insane damage scaling this run as well, though. I'm pretty happy that I haven't had a chance to see it until now, because I've been trying to do debuff stuff, and it is what I wanted to do. But the crit scaling stuff I have is actually insane. 26 finesse will do that for you. It really, really will. So you guys just can't hit me, right? Yeah, 66. And I've got a solid 100 illusion to go along with it. It's just not even fair. It's not even close. Like 12 Icircle, you've only got 12 Icircle at this point in the fight. Like, that's not gonna cut it. It's just not gonna cut it. This was actually just crazy though. The fact that first of all, the fact that I can't hit a crit right there. Oh my lord. My typing is so bad. But it's fine, it's not like I needed one. That fight was over before it even began, apparently. The fact that I got the immediate cotton bubble just completely sealed the deal, but I think I would have been fine. I love how I can just keep halving my max HP and it's just totally fine. I lost 1 health after I halved my max HP. Sorry. I lost 1 health after the crossbow fight. That's just crazy. The fact that I got through Area 3 and I only lost 1 health is really ridiculous. Thank you to Super Boots for healing me that 1 HP back. You know, we got to appreciate every passive we've got, right? Super Boots did great, but wow. Like, the second I hit that immediate pincer maneuver, as well as did I already have the Quantum Trouble at that point? All I know is I got it extremely early, that's for sure. But as soon as I hit that instant pincer maneuver, I'm just like, oh, I can actually do this debuff stuff, and it's actually going to work. Because like there was like this slight notion that I might actually lose this run, but then I hit that pincer maneuver and like it's just out the window. And then to top it off, I hit the Mask of Sorrow. Hitting the Blue the Boots was also nice, since a lot of the time when you're doing this heavy debuff stuff, you can also get a lot of illusion, and that's exactly what we got. Because like the status symbol plus the debuff distractor, worked out really well. The Fresh Potion, it would have been really cool to get for my second boss passive instead a damage increasing one, like the +0/+5 and remove the refresh, and then also get the reverse all of nothing. And then, you know, that orb is +25, so it's 30, so it's 20. Did I have a complex claw as well? Oh, I did have a complex claw, so it's 25. Which means it's 50, which means it's 100 starting shield if I'm correct. But that sounds pretty cool. The problem is it's a Peglin only orb, so very hard for that to align, as well as status symbol is a Peglin only relic. But that is kind of crazy. Oh my god, that sounds hilarious. Now I kind of want to do a custom run which involves that. Your picks would run out of it. You know, that sounds like a pretty fun custom run. Because I do think that orb definitely has legs on Peglin. Sorry, on Roundrule. I just think that, especially if you want to compare it to All or Nothing, it's just so much less playable. All or Nothing is just so playable. It's really, really good. Especially when it works so well with like All or Nothing and other kind of nonsense like that. But the fact that there are just some fights where you're just like, oh, I can hit a crit here and it just gives me like a free 5,000 damage because Paladin has very easy access to circle scaling. It's much harder for Roundrule to get the Spiness scaling, but if you can, you know, you do have something like Status Symbol to just double the output, which is very, very good. Gotta imagine I got a Mask of Joy this one as well. Specifically for Illusion and Spiness needs, like it would have given me so much. And actually, that's really intriguing. But yeah, I hit some good orbs. The Go for the Icicle is significantly worse than I thought it was, though. I thought it dealt damage even if it didn't deal damage. But it doesn't. Okay, that's actually a really massive deal. Any orb that deals damage when it deals no damage is... I'm not describing that in the best way, but we all know what I mean. It's such a big deal because it allows them to apply debuffs. And like for Toil and Trouble, for many orbs, that's just so mandatory if you want to get value out of the orb. Like you just can't afford to be shooting an orb and get no damage and have it apply no debuffs. That's just like not something you want. Especially when you've got these like premium orbs in Toil and Trouble and Golden Bubble and Double Double. I believe Double Double does it as well. Where they don't need to deal damage to apply the debuff. It's why Spinfectious Sting is just like so bad, especially comparatively. Like Spinfectious Sting is basically just a relic that you take early on if you have a Spinception and you haven't found any other Spinfection source. But the thing is, like, if you find another Spinfection source, you just dash it immediately. A bit of a shame, right? But that's just the value that being able to apply debuffs without dealing damage gives. Just because a lot of the time you're going to want stuff like Status Symbol, and yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, the damage combos we had this run were really interesting because we had doubled Spiness scaling, doubled Illusion, which gave us increased Spiness scaling, which the Spiness scaling was then doubled. But also Bag of Orange Pegs, no refreshes on the map, Morbid. Like that's some really nice stuff. Like this is the kind of stuff you'd want to find in your crit builds, which we didn't particularly have here, but I mean it allowed us to deal a whole bunch of damage towards the end of fights. But yeah, our blues on this run was really, really nice. A bit of a shame I couldn't get to 999, but that's extremely hard, especially when I get such an aggressive deck. Like, this deck can kill things extremely, extremely fast, partially due to my orbs, but if I didn't have the gravity gloves, I think I actually could have delayed the fights out enough to the point where I could have gotten to 999. I just would have had to choose my fights extremely well. And also, Round Relicants would have had to not give me Spinfection when I randomly didn't want it. But yeah, no, these Spinfection orbs can do a lot, especially when you double them, give them +1 debuffs, or just double them again.